Hi all. Today we continue our countdown of the top 100 Christian movies of all time. And tonight at number 96 comes God's Not Dead 2, which is a sequel to the popular God's Not Dead and the second in the trilogy, which, let's get this out of the way. The first one was the best one, the third one the weakest one, and this one very, very close to the first one. Very strong film, highly enjoyable. And it stars Melissa Joan Hart as Grace, the high school teacher who comes under fire for speaking about Jesus Christ in her classroom. It also stars Jesse Metcalfe, who you might recognize from Desperate Housewives. He is the attorney that defends Grace in this case. And Robin Givens, who you might know from an old 80s TV show called Head of the Class. And she plays the principal in this movie, as well as David A.R. White, who's back as Pastor Dave from the first movie, as well as Martin Yip, who plays, I forgot his character's name, I apologize, but he's also back from the first film as well. And of course we have Ernie Hudson, who's one of the original Ghostbusters, and Pat Boone, who was a very popular singer in the 50s and a teenage heartthrob as well. Well, this film is there's a very unique situation here where Tom Endler, who is played by Jesse Metcalfe, who is the attorney that defends Grace, who's played by Melissa Joan Hart in this case. What's unique about this is the fact that he's not a believer. But he defends her anyway because he believes in free speech. And as you can see here, it says, any rule saying you can talk about every human being who ever existed except for Jesus is discriminatory. So that's what he believes. The film is very well done. I like the courtroom scenes especially. And basically how it all starts is that Grace, while teaching her class and talking about Gandhi and Martin Luther King, someone asks a question about Jesus, and so she starts talking about him, and so it prompts one of the students to start delving into the Bible and reading about Jesus herself, and so it prompts more conversation in the classroom. And of course everybody gets into a tizzy because it's a public school and you shouldn't be talking about Jesus Christ in a public school. And she's sued by the parents of the young lady for pushing her into studying the Bible and taking up the cross, as it were. So again, very well done. I like the fact that Melissa Joan Hart's Grace stands up for herself. I would rather stand with God and be judged by the world than stand with the world and be judged by God. This is exactly how I feel. So bravo to you. I won't spoil the ending for those of you who haven't seen it, but please do yourself a favor and go see this movie. You don't necessarily have to see the first film to see this one. But it kind of would be nice if you did, because there are a couple of characters who appear in this film that were in the first one. It'd be nice to see, the evolution. And of course, there's an after credit scene that sets up the third film. So, just let you know about that as well. So there you go. Number 96. Top 100 Christian films of all time, God's Not Dead 2. Really good film in my opinion. Again, my opinion. Really good film, and you should see it. All right. Well, thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for watching, and God bless you all.